Big Brother recently returned for season 27. Since then, one of the former house guests recently opened up about their time on the show. During the conversation, they shared that a possible romance shed some light on two contestants that have already gotten fans talking. Big Brother, adapted from the Dutch show of the same name, follows a number of house guests who compete for a cash prize until there's one last standing. Back in July, the reality show returned for season 27, which comes with a murder mystery theme. Fans have been tuning into the show, both through episodes and the show's famous live feed. Recently, a former house guest has talked about the show, teasing what fans could expect next. In particular, they also talked about a relationship that fans have recently noticed. Mickey Lee was a house guest during the recent season, but she saw her time on the show cut short at the end of the September 4th episode. Following this, she spoke with Entertainment Weekly about her time on the show. Starting things off, Lee explained that she was surprised by her eviction from the show. She revealed, "I definitely thought the vote would be 6-1. But I was thinking 6-1 with Ashley evicted and not myself. Just because, as you saw, I had 1,000 conversations with people whom I thought I trusted and whom I thought I was aligned with that were supposed to be keeping me. And that was not the case." Early on, Lee noted that she became allies with Morgan Pope. However, she shared that, towards the end, she had a feeling she wouldn't be voting to save her in the end. While on the subject of Morgan, it was also noticed that viewers had picked up on an affectionate friendship between her and Vince Panaro. The interviewer then asked Lee to shed some light on the situation. Mickey shared, "Morgan and Vinny definitely will probably be in a relationship after this is over. They are the showmans that no one saw coming." She noted things that they've been doing together, including showering together, spending a lot of time together, sleeping in the same beds, back scratches, head rubs, all of the things. Mickey teased that she believed big things could be in the couple's future together. She continued, "I think they are two people that were put in there for each other and didn't know it. But I definitely see the sparks flying. I definitely see maybe a wedding at one point. I sense it for sure." Fans have been sharing their thoughts on Vince and Morgan's relationship for quite some time. As previously reported, Vince's girlfriend Kelsey made headlines after unfollowing him and removing him from her followers on social media. At the time, some had wondered if there was a connection with Vince and Morgan's relationship on the show. Meanwhile, contestants don't have access to the internet while on the show. Thanks to this, Vince and Morgan likely don't know of fan speculations concerning their relationship. What do you think will happen with Vince and Morgan on Big Brother? Have you been keeping up with season 27? Mickey Lee, who found her own stint cut short in the September 4th eviction, spoke with Entertainment Weekly about her time in the house. The interview is part confessional, part analysis, and part projection about what could happen once the feeds shut off and the contestants step back into the real world. Her verdict on Morgan and Vinny? If you've been watching the feeds and the episodes, you probably already suspected it. Mickey thinks Morgan and Vinny aren't just a fleeting showmans. She believes they could very well become a real couple. "I definitely thought the vote would be 6-1. But I was thinking 6-1 with Ashley evicted and not myself," Mickey said, still stunned by her exit. The shock of leaving clearly lingers. She describes being blindsided after 1,000 conversations with people she trusted, only to discover they weren't going to keep her. That sense of miscalculation sets the tone for how candid she was when asked about the dynamics she observed in the house, especially around Morgan. Mickey explained she initially aligned with Morgan, but as gameplay tightened up she realized loyalties were shifting. Then the conversation turned to something viewers have watched with mounting curiosity: the bond between Morgan and Vinny. It's one thing to be allies in competitions. It's another to be caught on camera sharing a bed, giving each other back scratches, or sneaking in private moments that look to the audience a lot like romance. "Morgan and Vinny definitely will probably be in a relationship after this is over," Mickey stated plainly. "They are the showmans that no one saw coming." Her observations weren't just idle gossip. She pointed to specific behaviors: showering together, sleeping in the same beds, head rubs, back scratches, the kind of physical intimacy that indicates comfort and connection beyond casual friendship. And Mickey didn't stop at speculation. She teased that the pair might be destined for something big, even predicting, half-joking, that she definitely sees maybe a wedding at one point. That kind of prophecy might sound dramatic. After all, Big Brother is notorious for short-lived romances and relationships that fizzle once the outside world re-enters the picture. But Mickey's comments land differently because they come from someone who lived beside Morgan and Vinny, saw their day-to-day rituals, and witnessed the pattern of behavior that, to her, suggested genuine compatibility rather than mere gameplay or fleeting flirtation. From the start, fans noticed that Morgan and Vinny gravitated toward each other. What began as moments of camaraderie, whispering strategy late at night, sharing jokes during downtime, grew into more private, tender interactions. When house guests can't make outside calls, check social media, or receive updates from the world beyond the walls, connections inside the house amplify. You spend intense 24/7 time together, emotions get magnified, and relationships can accelerate in a way that would feel unnatural in normal life. Viewers also pay attention to the little things: who sleeps where, who volunteers for chores with whom, who offers reassurance after tough conversations. In Big Brother's micro-society, those small acts are often signals. So it was unsurprising that the internet ran with the theory that something deeper was forming between Morgan and Vinny. The show's live feeds only fuel that speculation. Fans who monitor the feed see the unedited, mundane moments that editors sometimes trim from televised episodes. Those moments, when compiled, can look like the origin story of a relationship. Complicating the narrative is the fact that Vince reportedly had a girlfriend outside the house. News that she unfollowed him on social media after scenes of Vinny and Morgan together aired ignited further debate. Social media reactions, unfollows, subtweets, and a flurry of fan commentary are never a definitive measure of real-life outcomes, but they do provide context for how the story plays out in public once the house guests return to a world that can verify, criticize, or celebrate their choices. Big Brother has a long history of showmances, relationships that begin under the camera lights. Ground for accelerated intimacy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Reality Radar for more Big Brother and reality TV news. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.